everyone, I hope you're well. God, I get so fidgety. Hello everyone. Hello everyone, I hope you're well. I'm sorry it's been a while. I've been busy with work. I've been busy with taking care of my furry baby Finn, which is my dog. And I've had a lot of visitors here. I had my cousin here from New York. My parents were here from Sweden. I have 2 friends visiting from London next week. So yeah, a lot on. But I finally managed to find some time to do this. I wanted to talk about concealer, a concealer that I've wanted to try for a long time. I've intentionally not put any concealer on this side of my face, so I'm sorry. Please hold back your vom, but I wanted to show you what I'm dealing with. I suffer from dark circles. I'm going to move in close so you can have a proper look. I've put some concealer on this side of my face, but not here. So I'm dealing with this. I quite like using, I like full coverage concealers. So let's start with that. I like a full coverage concealer, but ideally I want a concealer that I don't have to top up throughout the day, that doesn't crease, because what happens is I smile and I get little crow's feet here, and that's where all the concealer likes to go and hide. So after an hour, they're all there, although I set it with powder. They all go in there and I have trouble with it. So I like to use Pro Longwear from MAC. I quite like the Makeup Forever one that comes in a tube, which I have used in my previous video. I like them, but they all crease pretty quickly on my skin. So I've heard great things about this concealer and wanted to give it a go. It's quite difficult to get hold of. I have a gorgeous friend in Tuscany that asked me on Instagram, oh my god, I can't find it. And I said, I'm going to tell you when you can find it, but I'm sorry in advance, it is difficult to get hold of. My gorgeous brother had to buy this for me from New York when he was visiting there. But I'm going to put the full name of the product in the description box below. So I know some people have found it tricky to find the description box, but it's the screen that you're watching now. Below that is what's called the description box on YouTube. Some of you may have to click a little something on the side for that description box to open up, if that makes sense, so you can view the full description box. I'll put the full name there. I'll put a link of where you can buy it, but it's the concealer from Tarte Maracuja, I'm sorry, I don't know. Maracuja Creaseless Concealer. It's this one here. So all details below. Have a look there. But basically, if you have a Sephora in your city, you're very lucky. Please do take orders. We all want to order some. They sell it in Sephora. And they also sell it via their official website in the US for $25. But then you will have to pay, obviously, the import taxes and duties on top of that. So it will cost slightly more, but I think they're worth it. Sorry, I'm just keeping an eye on my dog. So it's a full coverage creaseless waterproof concealer. It is with mineral pigments. It contains vitamin C, vitamin E. The brand doesn't test on animals. It doesn't have any parabens in it, which means that you simply have to work it into your skin a little bit more than what you're used to if your products do contain parabens. But we're talking about 3 seconds extra. It's nothing major. I have got the shade medium and light sand. They actually both work on me. I'm going to put on a bit more of the medium on this side to build it up to really show you. I don't, even when I wear a full face of makeup, I like it to look as natural as possible. I want to look effortless, although I've made an effort, but I do need my concealer to be a full coverage concealer. If you're the type of person that can slap on a bit of Touche Éclat and call it a day, who are you? It's not even a concealer. Then this is not for you. You're going to find it too rich. But if you are looking for a full coverage, I do recommend it. It's almost like a paste. That's how rich it is. I'm not sure if you can see it, but it's almost like a paste. I need to use my handheld mirror, I'm sorry, so I can see what I'm doing. And you just build it up. So I've got one layer on already. I like to dab it on and use my fingers because I like to warm up the product. It just looks natural and it looks the best that way, if you ask me. But yeah, you definitely can use a brush. I just prefer not to. Just dab. Even if I'm not wearing any foundation, I like to have a good concealer on, and I'm not showing you how I normally do it, but I like to then blend it out on the rest of my face cover what I need to cover and let my skin shine through where I can, but I just need the coverage underneath. I also put some on my eyelids. I always do that to even out the skin tone there too. Yeah, and then all I do is seal it with some loose powder. I'm using Laura Mercier's, ooh, way too much there. Laura Mercier's translucent loose powder. I will put that in the description box below as well. I'm using the Schumer brush, dust off the excess, and just set it. I'm really hoping this is going to translate on film. I mean, I can tell a difference on film as well. I can tell a huge difference in real life, I tell you. And that's it. It actually stays put. What I will say is I actually normally like to put concealer on before my foundation if I'm wearing it with foundation. I like to normally put concealer on first and then foundation on top. But when I have had a full face of makeup with this one, I have actually preferred to put a little bit of foundation as a base first underneath my eyes before I put the concealer on. It has just somehow worked better for me with this particular product. So yeah, try it, see what works for you, but it has stayed put all day. So I'm really happy with it in that sense. The coverage is great. If you have any questions, please feel free to post them below and I'll do my best to answer them. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. See you next week. Bye. I think that I lost him again. Fiend. Fiend, where are you? Where did you go? How do I always lose you? There you are. Where did you come from? I just looked here. So funny. See, I just looked there. He wasn't here and then he's here. It's like magic. I call him David Blaine.